Is It Plugged In? The Story of My Life by Leroy B. Wentz. In the summer of 1950, I began working special delivery and store stocking, as well as making popsicles at Rancho Grande Creamery. Bert O'Donnell was the creamery owner along with his father, who originally hired Dad in 1930. Bert gave me several 5-cent-an-hour raises over the next year. I had started at 62.5 cents an hour. Bill Bush, a classmate, also worked the same jobs. We alternated assignments. My father went to every home game of the Las Vegas Wranglers professional baseball team, always in the evening, but he was always on call if something happened to the equipment at the creamery. I was on duty at the creamery one of those evenings when one of the retail counter clerks came to me and said, "The ice cream is getting soft. You'd better call your dad." I found the telephone number of Cashman Field, the ballpark at the old ranch, and had Dad paged. I did this with some trepidation because I know from attending some games how Dad did not like the focus of attention that such a call caused. Everyone at the ballpark always laughed when, during the election times, each of the politicians would take turns getting themselves paged as a publicity stunt. Also knew that Dad would have to climb something like 50 steps to get to where the phone was situated. After several long minutes, my dad's voice came on the line, and I told him the problem. When a paradigm shift occurs, or an event of great importance in your life occurs, one is generally not aware that it has just happened. I certainly was not aware at that moment. My dad asked me the singular most important question of my life. At that instant, he said, "Is it plugged in?" He said it quite calmly and told me where the plug was located. And he said that the clerks would inadvertently kick it out from time to time. I went and checked the plug, and sure enough, it was just loose enough to not make contact. I've found over the next many years of my life that the most frequent failure made of equipment, and especially computers, is that something has worked its way loose. Checking the power plug, the signal conductors, and the electronic module cards for good, clean connections solves 95% of all hardware problems. That one lesson that night was so vivid that I never had to call Dad from work again. Thank you, Dad.